Welcome to Business Exit Success, the podcast dedicated to helping small business owners on how they can successfully transition out of their business on their terms while also living a life of purpose and fulfillment after the sale. I am your host, certified financial planner and certified exit planning advisor, Tom Poltersdorf. Hey everybody, welcome back to Business Exit Success. I hope you all had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I'm actually recording this a couple of days prior to the holiday, so I'm really looking forward to getting together with the family. And in my opinion, nothing is better than family, food, and football. So again, hope everyone had a wonderful holiday. So today we are talking about when is the right time to transition out of a business. Is there even a perfect time to do this? Well, like anything else, it depends. And that's probably the worst answer that everyone wants to hear. But even if there was a perfect time for someone to exit, statistically, there's a very high chance the business will not be ready. And it's very rare the owner will be personally and financially ready. So remember, preparing for a transition and selling your business takes a lot of planning and time to get to the finish line. Now, what I want to talk about today are three perspectives on timing when it comes to exit planning. There is your personal timing, there is the business timing, and third is market timing. So let's talk through each of these here. The first being personal timing. So this can be broken down into two subcategories, in my opinion. There is the owner readiness side. So the internal dialogue you'll have with yourself to determine if you are mentally ready to step away and sell. And then there is the personal finance side, where one should have their finances in order and know how much they need to get out of the business upon exit to fund the next phase of their life. So are you, as the business owner, actually ready to transition? What's your energy level when you are heading into the office? Are you still excited and ready to crush the day, or has your energy been waning because you'd rather cut back on the amount of time you need to put in? Maybe you're just done and want to spend more time with the kids or grandkids, or enjoy traveling more, whatever that other interest may be. So there has been research done by the Exit Planning Institute that states 75% of owners regret selling their business 1 year after the sale because they didn't plan for what they were going to do next. And what other successful owners have done who have transitioned is they had a written plan for what they were going to do next with their life. And please just don't say golf when it comes to this, or just say, I'll retire. Because honestly, what does retire mean to you, right? That could mean anything to anybody out there. And for the golfers, it can only go so far, right? Now, I'm not a golfer, so I can't speak much on this, but I would recommend to try to be more specific. Think about it. If you retire and you're in your mid to late 50s, early to mid 60s even too, and you're healthy, you can potentially live for another 30 years. And golfing will most likely not fulfill you for 30 years. Maybe some of you hardcore golfers out there, but for the majority of folks, it's probably not going to be the case. So talk with your spouse and your family, because the decision to sell will affect everyone in some way, shape, or form. And the point I really want to make here is if you're considering an exit or planning for retirement, or selling your business to fund your next venture, whatever that may be, having these conversations, whether it's with your spouse, your significant other, or just having an internal dialogue with yourself, will be well worth your time and is a great start. Now, for the financial side of personal timing, have you been saving and investing enough so you don't have to completely depend on selling your business to fund your lifestyle after exit? How much is needed to support you and your family if you were to step away? Do you even know? Running the numbers on this and considering taxes and inflation is so important, so you're not blindsided when you finally make the decision to start exit planning. Another consideration, how has your health been? The last thing you want to happen is you're forced to sell the business due to a health issue, which unfortunately is very, very common. A forced sale due to a health issue makes it very difficult to get maximum value because you lose a lot of leverage when it comes to a deal. Definitely not a place anyone would want to be in. So keeping tabs on your health will be well worth your time in the long run. Now, personal timing will be different for everybody, of course. Some want to get out of the business entirely and right away, and others want to slowly transition their way out. The good news is you can structure this however you'd like. And based on what other business owner clients have done, to give yourself the most options and flexibility, planning well ahead in advance will position you to leave your business when you want, for the money you need, and to whomever you choose. Okay, so next is business timing. So now we're focusing on the readiness of the business itself to be sold and determining if it's attractive for a potential sale. So let's talk about the characteristics of a business that makes it attractive for an actual sale. First and most importantly, the business is not going to be owner dependent for an attractive business. There is usually a management team in place capable enough to make decisions on behalf of the owner without them having to be there all the time. Now, a good way to start testing this is take a 1 month long vacation. And here's the rule: you're not allowed to work. Now, this will be difficult to work up to. I actually sat down with a business owner client. This was a few months ago, and mentioned this to him, and he literally just laughed in my face because he was like, there's no way in hell I'd be able to go away for an entire month and not have to reply to an email or get on the phone with someone to take care of an issue. And guess what, everybody? That's just like every other business. So you're not alone if this is you. It takes time to recruit and train a strong management team. It takes time to build out systems and processes to make this a reality. A phenomenal spot to be in is if you are able to take a 3-month vacation. That's right, 3 months, and be out of the business, and your business still functions or even grows without you being there. Sellable businesses are not owner dependent. And believe it or not, the best time to sell a business is when you have no need to do so, right? Because it's already running so well. Now, not all businesses sell in the most optimal condition where you can take a 3-month vacation and it still grows, okay? There are plenty of businesses that need to be sold due to unexpected health issues, disagreements among owners, burnout sets in, etc. It's just when you sell under those circumstances, it's very difficult to get maximum value. But candidly, it can still be done. So think about how much personal involvement you still have in running the business at this point. Hopefully, the day-to-day operations don't require you to be there 100% of the time, because if you have been listening to my other episodes, and like I just said, the more involved you are with the business, the harder it is to sell for maximum value, and the harder it will be to successfully transition. Okay, so lastly, market timing. So this is unfortunately something nobody has control over, right? There's no crystal ball. Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. With personal timing and business timing, you can put a plan in place. You can implement changes and improve to put yourself in a better position to succeed, right? Not with market timing. Just like with real estate, just like with the stock market, there are going to be cycles when for a few years, it's a great time to sell or it's a great time to buy. 2020 was a record-breaking year for selling businesses, and that continued actually well into 2021. Even for this year, 2022, and we're recording at the end of November right now, some industries are still on a roll when it comes to selling their business. What has been working when I talk to owners about this is to take care of your personal and business timing. Control what you can control and don't focus on things that you can't control, right? It sounds so simple, but sometimes we can get sucked into doing this. Because what I found for me, and when I start to focus on things that are way out of my control, it ends up being a complete waste of time, a waste of energy, and sometimes, and hopefully not, a waste of money in some circumstances. So, in conclusion, based on my experience in working with business owners, based on the research done by the Exit Planning Institute, based on feedback that I've gained from M&A advisors who all they do is sell businesses for a living, identifying and aligning your personal, your financial, and your business goals will best position you for a successful exit. Hey everybody, real quick before you take off, if you found this episode helpful in any way, please rate the podcast and leave a review. I would love to get your feedback and see if there are any topics you'd like to hear more about going forward. Thank you, and I appreciate you all very much.